Hi everybody, John Hine, Best Buy 547 in Harrisburg. Wanted to talk to you real quick about overcoming objections with Samsung Pay. So a lot of people are concerned about security and rightly so, obviously. A lot of identity theft and stuff like that out there, credit cards being compromised. And so one of the big things that people are concerned about when we talk about Samsung Pay to the customer is compromising their card. A couple things to keep in mind. First of all, when you register your card with Samsung through Samsung Pay, you capture the image of the card and you're registering it through your bank. That's the only time your card information is captured on this phone. So you capture it, you register it with your bank, and your bank essentially assigns, it's not registering your card, it's registering your phone with the bank. And that's important because once that registration is complete, once you're verified through your bank, then your credit card information is no longer on here. Why that's important is your stuff's secure. Your screen is secure with the screen lock, whether a pin, pattern, fingerprint, in the case of the Note 7, the iris scanner. And then Samsung Pay is again secured using a fingerprint and probably iris scanner at some point down the road. And when you communicate to the customer, what you want to make sure you're telling them is, when you use Samsung Pay at a register, what you're doing is you're sending an authentication token. And what that just means is you're sending something to your bank saying, hey, is it okay if John buys something on this account? And when on this phone, I'm sorry, not the account, on this phone, when it hits there, it registers, it says, yeah, this is all legitimate, there's money in the account, boom, the transactions happens. And one of the things that I talk to customers about with the security of this is, that this is way more secure than your wallet, right? Because if I drop these two, right? So I'm over here and I drop these and they're laying there, right? If this is locked, there's no way you can get into this. I have to use my fingerprint, my iris scan, my PIN, or whatever to get into it in the first place. And then to use that credit card, I'm again gonna have to re-authenticate it at the time of purchase. With this, here, have a ball. Fill up your card. Go shopping for groceries. Head on over to Best Buy with your chip. Whatever. The point with all this is that this is way more secure than this, right? That's the kind of stuff that you want to talk about. You want to talk about the security in your fingerprint, the security in the iris scan, and how your information is not stored on here. It's not stored on the phone, it's not stored with Samsung. It's just authenticated through the bank, and that's it, all right? So good luck out there. Make sure you're talking up the promos with Samsung Pay and talking about customers about how amazingly useful and awesome Samsung